They say still waters run deep, and when it comes to Sigma males, this couldn't be more true. Quiet, introspective, and seemingly unshaken by the chaos around them, Sigmas embody self-control. But what happens when that control slips? What happens when a Sigma male gets mad? Today, we're diving into 6 terrifying things that happen when a Sigma male reaches his breaking point. But be warned, this isn't your average display of anger. 1. Silent fury. When a Sigma male gets angry, it's not the explosive kind of rage most people expect. Instead, his anger manifests in an unsettling silence that carries a heavy weight. It's this very silence that becomes more unnerving than any loud outburst could ever be. Unlike alpha personalities who may dominate a room with their presence, a Sigma male's quiet fury is subtle but intense. His stillness isn't weakness, it's control. This eerie silence has a profound psychological effect on those around him. The tension in the air becomes thick, almost tangible. His once approachable demeanor turns icy. His eyes become void of emotion, as though he's analyzing every angle of the situation. His body language changes too. He may cross his arms or stand rigidly, signaling he's guarding himself, preparing for whatever comes next. Every second of his silence amplifies the discomfort, making those in his presence second-guess their actions. What makes this form of anger even more terrifying is its unpredictability. With no outbursts or clear indicators of his thoughts, it's impossible to gauge how he's processing the situation or what his next move will be. This leaves everyone walking on eggshells, as the Sigma male's silence is a statement in itself. You've crossed a line. His silence forces reflection, as the unsettling calmness reveals a depth of thoughtfulness that many overlook. It's this ability to stay composed while internally calculating that gives the Sigma male an almost eerie sense of power. 2. Precision of words. When a Sigma male speaks in anger, it's a rare and deliberate occurrence. Unlike those who might lash out impulsively or lose control, the Sigma male's anger is calculated, composed, and highly strategic. He won't raise his voice or engage in petty insults. Instead, he delivers his words like a verbal scalpel, sharp, precise, and cutting right to the heart of the issue. His calm exterior in moments of anger only amplifies the intensity of his words, leaving a lasting impact on the person at the receiving end. What makes a Sigma male particularly dangerous in this state is his high emotional intelligence and keen ability to read people. He knows exactly what to say to expose vulnerabilities, hit where it hurts, and dismantle an argument or situation with chilling efficiency. His anger isn't expressed in chaotic outbursts, but in the form of carefully chosen words that strike deep, often leaving his counterpart stunned by the clarity and accuracy of his remarks. This precision comes from the Sigma male's analytical nature. He approaches conflict the same way he would solve a problem, with logic, observation, and control. He knows that an emotional explosion would cloud his message, so he opts for a quiet but powerful approach. When he's angry, he speaks in a way that forces others to listen, making every word count. It's this blend of intelligence, self-control, and insight that makes the Sigma male's anger both rare and formidable. A silent storm that, when unleashed, leaves a profound mark. Extreme detachment. One of the most unsettling aspects of a Sigma male's anger is his ability to emotionally detach with alarming speed. When triggered, it's as if he flips an internal switch, instantly removing himself from the emotional equation. This isn't just a fleeting mood. It's a deliberate, calculated shift that leaves you feeling as if a wall has suddenly been erected between you and him. One moment, you're in his inner circle, enjoying his trust and confidence, and the next, you're completely shut out, left questioning if you ever truly understood him. What makes this emotional detachment even more unnerving is its perceived permanence. For Sigma males, their tolerance for drama, manipulation, or disrespect is extremely low. Once they've reached a breaking point, they have no qualms about severing ties, and when they do, it feels definitive. There's no lingering resentment, no emotional outbursts, just cold indifference. In his mind, the decision to walk away has already been made, and he moves forward without hesitation, rarely looking back. This capacity for detachment stems from the Sigma male's self-reliant nature. He doesn't need external validation or approval to feel secure, so cutting off a toxic connection feels like self-preservation rather than a loss. To those on the receiving end, this coldness can be shocking, even painful, as they're left questioning what went wrong. But to the Sigma, it's a necessary step in maintaining his peace and autonomy. Once he's done, and that finality can be terrifying. Number 4. Strategic retaliation. Sigma males are known for their reserved and introspective nature, especially when it comes to handling conflict. Unlike those who react with impulsive anger, a Sigma male's response is often delayed, yet meticulously planned. This patience is rooted in their natural tendency to think before acting, making them extremely strategic when provoked. When a Sigma male is angry, he doesn't waste energy in emotional outbursts. Instead, he steps back, evaluates the situation, and contemplates the most effective way to respond. This calculated approach gives him time to analyze every angle, ensuring that his response isn't just emotional, but purposeful. The result is a response that is often more impactful and difficult to anticipate. What makes this retaliation so striking is that it's designed to be precise and long-lasting. Sigma males target vulnerabilities, not in a malicious way, but as a means of addressing the root of the issue. Their quiet demeanor hides the mental chess game they play, and by the time they strike, it's often too late for the opposing party to respond effectively. This level of foresight can feel brutal to the recipient, as it hits at the most sensitive or overlooked areas. However, Sigma males are not inherently vindictive. They act out of necessity, not a desire for revenge. Their goal is often to restore balance or protect themselves, not to inflict harm for harm's sake. The beauty in their strategy is its complexity. Calculated and powerful, their retaliation speaks volumes without needing loud displays of anger. Number 5. Energy shift. When a Sigma male gets angry, the shift in his energy is palpable, almost as if the atmosphere thickens with tension. His normally calm, composed demeanor takes on a darker edge, and this quiet intensity can be unnerving to those around him. Unlike the more outwardly aggressive alpha male, who may lash out, the Sigma's anger is more controlled but no less powerful. It simmers beneath the surface, manifesting as a profound shift in his energy. People around him might not immediately understand why they feel uneasy, but they can sense something has changed. This is because Sigma males often communicate their emotions non-verbally. Their body language becomes more rigid, their eyes sharper, and their presence more dominating. Even if he doesn't say a word, his anger can be felt. It's almost magnetic, drawing attention in a way that's both compelling and unsettling. This type of silent fury makes those nearby instinctively more cautious, as if they're bracing for an impending storm. Interestingly, the Sigma male rarely loses control. His anger is rarely impulsive. Instead, he processes it internally, calculating his response. He may withdraw into silence, which only amplifies the tension. People tend to be on edge, waiting to see if and when he will act. The psychological impact of his energy shift can create an almost primal fear, a fear not necessarily of physical confrontation, but of the unknown. In this way, a Sigma's anger is as much about the reaction of others as it is about his internal state. His ability to maintain composure while generating such tension makes his anger both fascinating and intimidating. Number 6. Long-term impact. A Sigma male's anger is unlike any other. It's not the explosive outward display of emotion that many might expect. Instead, it's quiet, strategic, and deeply impactful. What makes it especially unnerving is that Sigma males often seem calm and composed even in the midst of conflict. But beneath that calm exterior lies a mind that doesn't easily forgive or forget. His anger is a slow burn, and once he feels wronged, it's not something that will fade overnight. One of the most striking aspects of a Sigma male's anger is his long memory. He catalogs every slight, every betrayal, and every moment of injustice, often replaying these events in his mind long after the situation has passed. Unlike others who might have emotional outbursts, the Sigma male's response is calculated. He won't lash out in the heat of the moment. Instead, his response will come when you least expect it, after careful consideration, and usually in a way that hits the hardest. The consequences of his anger can ripple through many areas of life. In relationships, a Sigma male may subtly distance himself, creating an emotional void that's difficult to repair. In careers, he may use his intellect and influence to shift power dynamics in ways that others might not even notice until it's too late. His anger, though not always overt, leaves an undeniable impact that's hard to shake. What makes this all the more terrifying is that it's often permanent. Once a Sigma male decides that someone has wronged him, rebuilding that trust is nearly impossible. His quiet, simmering anger is a force to be reckoned with, and it never truly disappears. Anger from a Sigma male isn't loud or chaotic. It's controlled, calculated, and lasting. So next time you think about pushing him too far, remember, his anger may not erupt like a volcano, but it will leave an undeniable mark. Thanks for watching. If you want to dive deeper into the mind of a Sigma male, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. You never know what truths we'll uncover next.